This bus. I can't get off this bus. I must have fallen asleep and missed my stop. There are so many people compared to before. When I got on, there were maybe 2 or 3 people. Now there's so many, I can't even stretch my feet. I'm sitting in the back. I should have plenty of room. But where I could normally extend, I could not. I woke up almost sitting in this one guy's lap. He smelled of urine and feces, so I tried not to make contact. I didn't want him catching me looking his way. Might ask me for money or something. Looking around, I couldn't make out much. So many bodies blocked any sight of a window. I would be forced to wait and listen. I needed to find out where I was at. No knowing how long I was asleep for. My body seemed less achy though. Maybe falling asleep on the bus and missing my stop was the hidden secret to fix my back. Haven't gone a day without the good old spine tick, but hey, I wasn't complaining. Looking to my shoes, I noticed something that was sticking out from under my seat. A basket. I had forgotten the whole reason I was even riding the bus. Laundry day. Well, late laundry day anyways. Usually, I do it Saturdays while no one is using the machines as much. I live in an area where most people go out on Saturday. My going out is laundry that day. Except, this week, not so much. A robber mugged some people there, and for obvious reasons, closed up for the day. That leaves me here, on my way back to do laundry, when I should be at home, not doing laundry. Hell, anything could be better than sitting around waiting on laundry. Perhaps I shouldn't say that. A baby shrieking from the front of the bus came to alarm. It took what seemed far too long for the child's parent to calm it down. I'm guessing a mother with the tone of humming I could hear being used to soothe the child. Sad part is, when the bus did stop and the bus driver announced the current stop, that's when the child decided to pipe up again. This time, louder than before. Hopefully she can calm it down again, or maybe even get off soon. I still have no idea on how far we had gone. My stop, though not one of the first, was still what? Stop 8? There were 27 that I knew of, at least for this route. I admit I could have taken a taxi or called one of those car phone applications, but the bus station's so close to home. I live alone, just me, and my ferret Terrence. He smells kinda like the guy next to me, on his bad days. I looked over, almost expecting to see my fuzzy little Terrence. Instead, I seen my shirt. It was on the man sitting there, hunched over. It looked just like the one I put on this morning. The one I was wearing. The bus horn honked as the driver began to speak. Stop 24. I repeat, stop 24. All to stop 24. The bus started to slow down before its hydraulics whooshed to their place. 24. I slept for that long? A bunch of people got off, but there were still so many people. 27 stops total? Then what? I remember the pamphlet I held the first time I rode the bus. First-timer travelers information. No food or drinks. No pets unless blind aid. Pay at start of travels. Buses rotate in order 3 times, twice a day. At 10 morning hours and 6 evening hours. A pretty specific route, but definitely also the cheapest one. It would take some time coming back around to 8 again. By the time we got to stop 6, only 4 of us remained on the bus. I moved a few seats up so to get far away from that ferret-type smell. The bus driver announced stop 7. with one passenger exiting the bus. One stop, and only 3 of us left alone. It was definitely a lot quieter. The other passenger was in the back also, but to the opposite side of me. He kept looking at that smelly man. The bus driver, then back to the smelly man. He did this a few times before, slowly getting up. He was making his way towards this hunched over smelly man. The other man, well cloaked, would look back to the bus driver when he was sure it was okay. He reached over so carefully and picked the pocket of the smelly man. In shock and not knowing what else to do, all I could do was yell, "Hey!" He did nothing. In response to me, he only proceeded to loot through the wallet's contents. "Stop 8. I repeat, stop 8. All ready for stop 8. The bus began to whoosh yet again to a halt. The man made way for the bus's exit, and in doing so dropped the smelly man's wallet after he looted what money he could, in such a hurry that is. I made way for the door, completely forgetting about my laundry basket. When I went to take my first step off the bus, I couldn't. It was like there was an invisible wall, stopping me from breaking through. I even kicked and punched, and nothing. I went to the driver at this point, screaming in his face. He acted as if I wasn't there. The bus whooshed, and the door closed again. I stepped back a couple steps before I stepped on something. The sweaty man's wallet. It laid open, with the owner's identification proudly showing itself. It was my picture. What the hell? I looked over to the smelly man, still hunched over to his side slightly. Without a second thought, I lunged to the man, pulling him back to reveal blood. So much blood. How did I not see it before? There was a knife sticking out of the man's ribs. Looking up brought chills to my very soul. It was me. Now I will forever ride, without a stop, because some forces won't let me leave this bus.